Hola my friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we have reached our 12 weeks, which means we are 3 months post-op, you guys. Yay! And I have some really good information for you guys. It just so happened that the day of my weigh-in, I had my 3-month post-op with my doctor. And I met with my physician assistant, I met with the dietitian, and I met with physical therapy. So it was a long visit, but I got a lot of really good information and I just wanted to share that with you. So the first visit that I had was with the physician assistant. And that was pretty short and sweet. Basically all she wanted to know was how I'm doing after surgery, and to let me know what to look out for between months 3 and month 6. And that was pretty helpful, even though it was a short appointment. So I guess the starting of month 3, she said to expect some stalls all the way up until month 6. And it's not for everyone, but I did start at a lower BMI, and so I might run into some stalls throughout those months. And also I'm starting to work out, so she just wanted to point out that not to really focus on the scale and the numbers on the scale, to have another method of measuring my progress. And I really did like that. I kind of already started. I mentioned that I got a composition scale. I've been tracking based on clothing, my belly beads. I am really trying to track my progress with other methods other than the scale. I used to really obsess with the scale, and I'm pretty sure to a degree we all did, but I don't want to carry that over into this new way of being. So when I did share my other methods of tracking my progress, she liked that. She wanted me to stay on track with measurements with clothes, how my body feels, if I do the belly beads, the composition, to make sure I keep an eye out on my muscle mass. Other than that, she said, if you are consciously following how to eat correctly and you're moving your body, everything's gonna be fine. Just don't focus on the number on the scale. And then the second thing she warned me about, between month 3 and month 6, this can actually go beyond month 6, so I will keep an eye out for that. But it was hair loss. And she just wanted to ask if I'm having any hair loss, because that could be the malnourishing effect taking on. So just to make sure I'm staying on top of my vitamins, making sure I'm getting as much nutrients as I could possibly get from food. And I could still rely on some supplements and protein powders, but to really try to focus on getting a lot more nutrients out of my food. And I have been doing that. I let her know about my balanced meals, how I'm cooking. I had everything on my Lose It app, so I just kind of shared that with her. She loved it, and she said everything looks really good, and just to kind of keep an eye out for the hair loss. I will let you know that I haven't had any hair loss. I have noticed a little bit of recession, but as you know, I have PCOS, so I'm used to that. It kind of happens once a year, where I'll get a little recession on the sides, and you can kind of see right there. Normally I have like a really small forehead, and right now it's a little receded on the sides. And for me, that's normal. Like I said, once a year I usually get a little recession here, and then it comes back. So I don't 100% know if that is because of the surgery or if it's just what's happening normally. As far as like washing my hair and chunks falling out, I haven't noticed any of that. Again, I don't have your standard type of hair where I can really track that. If there is any hair loss, it just kind of gets rolled up into the dreads. So I don't really know, but if anything does dramatically change within my hair, I'll definitely let you guys know. But she did say to just watch it from month 3 is when it starts, and then it starts to get really bad around month 4, and then it can go to month 6 and then even beyond for some patients. So just to really focus on your vitamins. So my second visit was with my physical therapist, and I was excited for that because, as you know, I started working out. I've been moving a lot more. It's been a lot easier. The hiking thing has come up, and really I wanted to make sure that I was good as far as calories, because I still hadn't met my 1,000-calorie goal that my dietitian had set for me a couple of months back. So I wanted to make sure with my physical therapist that that was still okay, that I continue to move the way that I am. So what she ended up doing was a new composition scale report for me, and I got to see how much muscle I have, I got to see how much fat I have, and then we compared it to when I first started the program. That, my friends, was super cool. I mean, just when you think you're not making any progress, you see things like that and you're like, holy crap, things are truly changing. It was really motivating for me to see these changes. Basically, my fat is just dropping, and my muscle mass has actually stayed like pretty high. I'm still above average, and when I initially did my composition, she did comment that I was like well above average with my muscle mass. So she felt I would be completely fine to lose a little muscle during this process. And when I got on the other day, she was like, goodness, like you're really just holding on to muscle. So it's good. And as far as my working out, it's really helping, clearly, because on the report, she shows that I'm just burning through fat. And then I am staying hydrated. It does measure your water. And then she checked my BMI and said that that has dropped out of the severe range. So when you're severely obese or when you're morbidly obese, there are ranges, and it's every 5% it goes up in severity. And now I'm not even in the range of severity at all. I'm just obese. So she predicts that month 6, I should be completely out of the obese category, which blows my mind. I mean, I'll believe that when I go and weigh in, but wow. So I hope that prediction is correct, and I really do hope that I'm out of that category altogether by month 6. All in all, she was really happy with what she was seeing. She just said to keep on moving and not to burn myself out. She did want to stress that. You know, when we're going through this change, we're going through this new journey, we're developing all these new habits, and really a lot of them are positive and healthier. And you don't want to set yourself up to fail. You want to be consistent with these changes. You want them to stick. And so she really pressed into me that it's important that when you're doing your workouts, you're doing your type of activity, that it is something that you genuinely are having fun doing. And it's because she wants it to stick. It's because she wants you to love doing it, that you look forward to doing it, that it becomes a healthy, consistent form of activity that you enjoy doing. And I couldn't agree more. I, right now, am sticking to the things that I love to do and that I have fun doing. And so I agree completely with it. And I know my limits. I know that in the past I have had issues with just really overdoing it and overworking out to the point where I'd make myself feel bad if I didn't get to work out that week. And it's all about really having grace on that part, not allowing yourself to get so caught up in, work out. And when you hit it really hard and you start to put all of this pressure on you, because we're undergoing a huge transformation, not just the eating part, but our whole lives are changing. I mean, I dare you to tell me that this step has not affected other areas of your life, because I know it's affected other areas of mine. Once I got this surgery, I really, really realized that I was putting myself kind of on the back burner, clearly because I wasn't really caring for myself in the way that I should have. And that affected several areas of my life, and not just my weight. It affected my relationships, it affected my career, it affected several things. And really it's because the root of all of it has to start with you. And when you put so much pressure, or you have this idea of what fit should be, it just gets into your head, and you start to develop these really high expectations that some of us will not reach, and then some of us will take that very poorly, and as a result we treat ourselves not the best. So I knew what she was saying, and I really felt it, and I have felt it since I've started this change. I felt that I really need to give myself the proper nurturing that it deserves, the proper way of working out, the proper way of eating. So it really is important. It really is important to pick the right things to nurture yourself, whether that be food and whether that be exercising. So that was a really good visit. I got to literally see my progress and my weigh-in, which I will mention at the end of the video. And then after that, I moved on to my dietitian appointment. So I met with the dietitian. We talked all about my food. I brought up my app that I've been tracking on and showed her my meals. I let her know how much I'm able to eat right now. She said that really it should be about a half a cup. I am still ranging between 3.5 to 4 ounces of food that I can comfortably eat. Also stressed again on how to really get my nutrients from actual food. And I did tell her that I'm still weighing my food. I actually will continue to weigh my food. It just helps me, and I don't mind it. And then we went over healthy carbs. So she gave me a list to just kind of reference to quickly. And instead of this, have this. And that was really good. I will be looking at that a little bit more closely when I put my meals together. And then we didn't really go through fats. She said as long as you're getting your fats from healthy fats, that you'll burn through them, it'll be fuel, you'll be fine. And well, by the looks of my body composition, I am burning through my fat. So if that's one thing that I don't have to track, I won't track my fats. She did want me to pay more attention to fiber. And we should be getting between 20 to 25 grams of fiber a day, which is why we talked about carbs, because she wanted me to focus on the carbs that have a good amount of fiber in them. And also adding a little fiber powder to my waters in the morning. So I do have this fiber. It's better, just better fiber. And it has a prebiotic. It's a little supplement that you pour into your water. It doesn't leave any grit. It doesn't taste like anything. It is probably like the best fiber I have had. And this one you take 1 to 2 tablespoons a day just for your average health. If you want to do a little bit more like for weight management and feeling full faster, then you would increase it to 1 to 2 tablespoons 3 times a day. But I'm really good for just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. And this, you can put it in your eggs, you can put it in your cottage cheese, your yogurt. I mean, just sneak it in wherever you can. I was originally doing that, and then I kind of like fell off of it, but I'm going to start doing it again. If you hit it in the morning, then you end up getting 10 grams of fiber, and then you just need another 10 somewhere throughout the day. So that was pretty much how my visit went with those 3 providers, and I thought it was really, really good feedback. I loved how it just really helped me see the progress that I'm making, and also getting some tips and knowing what to look out for in the next 3 months. That was pretty helpful too. So that was that. Now let's talk about the weight now. So like I said, I got measured when I did my body composition, and I think last month I was at 196.6. So this month I am at 192.2. So that is a 4.4 pound loss. And I am perfectly okay with that, because I got to see how my body is working. And thankfully, I am not blazing through muscle like I was afraid of. My muscle is staying good. So that means that all of that fat is just going. So that is an overall loss of 40.2 pounds. Oh my gosh, you guys, like 40.2 pounds. I cannot believe that. That is like more than the size of my dog Ted. That is like almost 2 Teds. Like it blows my mind. And then I'm thinking, well, no wonder why I feel so good. Like walking around, can you imagine that? 40 pounds of weight on you, and how much that feels, how heavy that feels, and all the pressure and aches and pains that it puts on these little areas like your back, your knees. Oh my gosh, it is unbelievable how good it feels to just drop that. And wow. So I'm looking at it as like a 40-pound loss. I don't even remember the last time I was like 190 anything. Like, this is just nuts. I think I was like in the 5th grade or something. Like, I don't remember it. But wow, yeah, this is so cool. It is such a cool journey to really focus on yourself and put yourself first in all of this and see all of your hard work paying off. It's been a really good 3 months, you guys. It really has. And I wouldn't take this back for nothing. Like, it has given me so much happiness just to even be me. And it's been a long time since I felt that. So that is all I have, my friends. I will insert some pictures and show you just kind of overall how it's been. I also want to throw this out there. If you do want me to continue doing weekly videos, because I kind of feel like since week 9, everything has just clicked and has been the same. But I understand the importance, because I know when I was looking for videos, I liked seeing the weekly updates. But just let me know, do you want to continue to see weekly videos? Or do you want me to now do monthly videos and then kind of supplement with some what I eat in a days? That will free up some time so I can do more of those. But just let me know what you want to see, because I'm down to do whatever you want. But again, like the weekly, I feel like in a way I'm running out of things to say because everything has just been normal. But please, please, please let me know in the comments what you would like to see weekly or monthly, and then I can do some what I eat in a days. All right, my friends, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Boop.